When did you decide to hire somebody?
I had a friend whose name was Andre, and he wanted to learn from me about how to build wealth through buy and hold rentals. And I didn't really want to be a coach. I didn't want to try and build a coaching business. And so the best solution I could think up was to work with Andre and give him the coaching he wanted in exchange for him helping me with some of the administrative tasks at Myers House Buyers. So today, he did for me what we today would call a lead manager, which essentially means I was mailing out postcards. That was all I knew how to do. And he took those inbound phone calls from people that got the postcard and wanted to sell, and he would set an appointment for me, and an in-person appointment. And then I would go on those appointments and then, listen and ask questions and use kind of the sales training I had, which was through a company called Sandler Sales Training. And so Andre was my first team member, and so I had him on day one.
Okay.
But he worked off of
He wanted mentorship.
He wanted mentorship. So I gave him that. I don't remember how frequently, but we had basically a deal where I would give him coaching in exchange for a part-time work week. So I think he worked for me for like 20 hours a week. And I was extremely thrifty and frugal, didn't want to take risks. So I was able to get a free office from a local real estate brokerage that was very generous.
How did you score that?
They were my last stop in corporate America. It was a company called Maybaum, and they were a phenomenal brokerage and the largest in the market. And they were generous enough to allow me to use one of their offices for a temporary time. It might have been 6 months or 12 months. And Andre and I worked out of that office and kind of cranked things up. And I didn't close my first deal till 5 months in.
That could be tough for Andre too, right?
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
But he stuck with you 20 hours a week?
He did. Yeah, he did. We worked together for, I think it was 8 or 9 months total.
Not a lot of people will do that. How did you know it was worth investing in Andre that you thought obviously he was worth, investing in, and he stuck through, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think I personally knew I couldn't do everything. And I'm a very social, extroverted person. I don't really like to work alone anyway. So for me, having a warrior in the office alongside me was just kind of a good fit.
How'd you know he was a warrior? Because that's the thing. If he wasn't, you wouldn't like him around.
Yeah. It's a good question. I don't know. I knew his wife was very close to working with my wife.
There you go.
Yes, you're right. So both
personal relationship. Yeah.
First relationship, and then I knew him from church really well for several years. So
that's awesome.
There's comfortability through that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.